Good morning, students. I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic mitosis. This is from the chapter Cell Cycle and Cell Division. So watch the entire video lecture to gain basics out of it. So without any delay, let's start with the topic mitosis. Let's start with the topic mitosis. This is from the chapter Cell Cycle and Cell Division. So let's see about the definition of mitosis. So it is a cell division occurring in somatic cells. So in our body there are two different types of cell. One is somatic cell and is reproductive cells. So in the somatic cells the mitosis division takes place. Okay, mitosis type of cell division takes place, and the reproductive cell meiosis type of cell division takes place. So meiosis will take up in the next class. So we'll discuss today about mitosis. So mitosis, the cell division is occurring only in somatic cell, and it is also called equational cell division. So again I repeat, mitosis is also called equational cell division, as the number of chromosome in the parent and the progeny cell is same. Why it is called equational cell division? Because the number of chromosome in the parent and the progeny cell is same. So mitosis generally seen in diploid cells. Okay, so mitosis is generally seen in diploid cells. It also occurs in haploid cells of some lower plant and some social insects. So mitosis is generally seen in diploid cells. It also occurs in haploid cells of some lower plants and some social insects. So it involves major reorganization of all cell component. So it involves major reorganization of all cell components. Now in mitosis, first we'll see about karyokinesis, then we'll see about cytokinesis. So as you all know that mitosis, two parts are there. One is karyokinesis, another is cytokinesis. Now what is karyokinesis? Karyokinesis is the division of nucleus, and what is cytokinesis? The division of cytoplasm. So karyokinesis of mitosis are four stages. One is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. These four phases has to be remembered, and it has to be written in the examination serially. You don't have to do haphazard way. Always you have to write serially: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, because these are sequential step. Okay, so you can see in the right hand side the diagrams are given for prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. You can see the chromosome are changing, the shapes are changing, the size of cell are changing. Okay, the spindle fibers reappears and disappears, you can see. Now first we'll see about prophase. So prophase is the longest phase of mitosis. Again I repeat, prophase is the longest phase in mitosis. It follows the S and G2 phase interphase. That means after the S and G2 phase comes the prophase. Okay, so it follows the S and G2 phase of interphase, and in the S and G2 phase the DNA molecules are intertwined. So in S and G2 phase the DNA molecules are intertwined, and it is the longest phase of mitosis. So you can see this is the structure of early prophase. Now you can see the structure of late prophase, and we'll see the events that are taking place in the prophase. First is chromosomal material. Okay, chromosomal material, chromatin fibers are untangled and condensed to form a mitotic chromosome. They are seen to be composed of two chromatids attached together at the centromere. So you can see two thread-like structure that remain attached, and centromere, not centromere, it's centrosome. Centrosome begins to move towards the opposite poles. Okay, so centrosomes begins to move towards the opposite poles. Each centrosome radiates out microtubules called asters. The two asters together with spindle fiber form mitotic apparatus. So the two aster together with spindle fiber forms the mitotic apparatus. So cells, you can see the structure of late prophase. Cells at the end of prophase do not show Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus and nuclear membrane. So at the left prophase you could not find these cell organelles of a cell like Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, that is ER, nucleolus and nuclear envelope. Now moving to next phase, that is metaphase. You can see the structures given. Metaphase, you can see the spindle fibers given, the metaphase plate is given, you can see. So let's talk about metaphase. So the nuclear envelope completely disintegrates. Okay, so here in the metaphase stage the nuclear envelope is completely disintegrated, hence the chromosomes spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. So chromosome condensation is completed. They can be studied easily under microscope. They will have two sister chromatids. The chromosome will have two sister chromatids. Chromosome come to lie at the equator. The plane of alignment of the chromosome at metaphase is called metaphase plate. So the plane of alignment of chromosome at metaphase is called metaphase plate. The spindle fiber from both the poles are connected to chromatids by kinetochore in the centromere. Okay, so the spindle fiber from both the poles are connected to chromatids by the kinetochore in the centromere. Okay, so you can see the metaphase plate. Next, moving to anaphase. So anaphase, it is the shortest phase in the mitosis. So anaphase is the shortest phase in the mitosis. So anaphase, as I've said, it is the shortest phase of mitosis. So centromere of each chromosome divides longitudinally, resulting in the formation of two daughter chromatids, that is chromosome of the future daughter nuclei. Okay, and as the spindle fibers contract, the chromatid move to the opposite poles, okay, from the equator. So as the spindle fiber contract, the chromatid move from the equator to the opposite poles. And here in this stage anaphase, you can see the different shapes of chromosome, you can see. Okay, next is telophase. This is the last stage of mitosis of karyokinesis. We have completed with prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and the final stage is telophase. So chromosome cluster at opposite poles and uncoil into chromatin fibers. Okay, so chromosome clusters at the opposite poles and uncoil into chromatin fiber. Nuclear envelope assembles around the chromatin fiber. The nuclear envelope starts assembling around the chromatin fiber. Thus, two daughter nuclei are formed. Nucleolus, Golgi complex, ER appears. ER means endoplasmic reticulum. So, this finally reappears and the spindle fibers disappears. Now the spindle fibers disappeared. Now karyokinesis is over. Now moving to cytokinesis. So after karyokinesis comes cytokinesis. So what is cytokinesis? It is a division of cytoplasm resulting in the formation of two daughter cells. So it is a division of cytoplasm resulting in the formation of two daughter cells. It starts when telophase is in progress. Okay, so it starts when this cytokinesis process starts when the telophase is in progress. You can see the cytoplasm division had taken place and two cells have been formed. Now cytokinesis in animal cells. Cytokinesis animal cells are different and plant cells are different. So here a cleavage furrow is appeared in plasma membrane. So in the animal cell, a cleavage furrow is appears in the plasma membrane. It gradually depends and joins in the center, dividing the cytoplasm into two. Here the cell furrow taking place or cleavage furrow taking place and divides the cell into two. And let's talk about the cytokinesis in plant cell. Here cell plate formation is seen. Okay, so it is the different from this cytokinesis process of plant cell is different from that of cytokinesis animal cell due to the presence of cell wall. Here in plant cell there is a cell wall, whereas in animal cell there were no cell wall. So their cleavage formation had taken place in the animal cell cytokinesis, but in the plant cell due to the presence of cell wall, so in the plant cell the vesicles formed from Golgi bodies accumulate at the equator. It grows towards and meet the lateral wall. They fuse together to form cell plate. So it separates the two daughter cells. Okay, so here cell plate formation is seen, and it separates the two daughter cells. Later on, the cell plate becomes the middle lamella. So this cell plate later on becomes the middle lamella. You can see the figure right hand side. The cell is being divided from the center equally in two halves. Okay, so one cell becomes two. So during cytokinesis, organelles like mitochondria and plastids gets distributed between the daughter cells. Okay, so in cytokinesis, the mitochondria and plastids get distributed between the daughter cells, and in some organism, karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis. As a result, multinucleate condition, that is syncytium, arises. Okay, syncytium arises. That means in many cells, after karyokinesis, that means division of nucleus, no cytokinesis is taking place. That means no cells are divided. That's why it results into a multinucleate condition. Example, liquid endosperm in coconut. So in coconut, the liquid endosperm, there are multinucleate conditions, and because there are no cytokinesis that is taking place after karyokinesis. Those type of condition is called syncytium. So these are the overall steps of mitosis. You can see interphase, then prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. The overall steps of mitosis is given, very nicely given. You can see the diagrams are very important. You can see the diagram, the chromosome pattern changing, the spindle fibers reappears, disappears. Okay, you can see. The most important is metaphase. The metaphase plate has been seen. You can see an anaphase, different shapes of chromosome can be seen in that stage. Now moving to significance of mitosis. So it produces diploid daughter cells. Okay, so what is the significance of mitosis? It produces diploid daughter cells with identical genome. It helps to retain the same chromosome number in all somatic cells. It helps in the body growth of multicellular organism. Mitosis in the mesenchymal tissue helps in continuous growth of plant throughout the life. And it restores the nucleocytoplasmic ratio that is distributed due to the cell growth. It helps in cell repair and replacement. Okay, so it helps in cell repair and replacement. Example, cells of the upper layer of the epidermis, lining of the gut, and blood cells. So these mitosis also help in cell repair and replacement. Example, it can be seen, cell repair and replacement can be seen in cells of upper layer of epidermis, lining of gut, and blood vessels. And significance of mitosis means importance of mitosis. Thank you, student. This was all about the entire video lecture. You have discussed about the topic mitosis. Hope you have understood the video lecture. This was from the chapter Cell Cycle and Cell Division. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomoji sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you, students.